What's up, my ninjas? Oh my god. Somehow, I don't know how I missed this. I mean, I guess I have a job and stuff and, I got things to do. But somehow, I missed all this shit. So listen, there's this kid. There's this kid named Jalen. I guess last month he came up with the wonderful idea that he was going to videotape himself becoming a Super Saiyan or going Super Saiyan on, and put it up on YouTube. Whew. He starts off talking about, some kind of philosophical stuff about, our limitations, as human beings, how we limit ourselves. And if we think, a little bit further and, think outside the box and, kind of push ourselves, we could do more than what we think we're capable of doing. We're only limited by our imagination. Cool. But, if you didn't see the title, you'd be like, okay, this is a good motivational speech, But then you see him say that he could become a Super Saiyan and he knew he's been one and blah, blah, blah. Now, see, this is the problem. I mean, besides the shit being, like, uber hilarious, you know what I mean? It's like one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. This is where we have this is where we have problems, because I've made comments about Dragon Ball Z and how I can't stand it anymore. And I've made comments on how Naruto and Bleach and, a ton of other shows kind of follow that same format. And how, there are little things about the show that, like, were cool, but then after it was done 5 billion times, it was kind of stupid. But, like, if you believe that the shit that goes on in that show is real, something is really wrong with you. So, Jalen put this video up, and it's amazing how he snatched this video down quick. He pulled it off right after it started getting all, tons of comments and it went viral. Now everybody else has posted this shit. I'm about to put a link to a version of it. And there's several other ones. And I'm going to also put links to people's commentary on this video. Only Dragon Ball Z could produce some shit this stupid. Honestly. One cat, Max June Max 1, that said that, and he made some good points. I'm not going to completely, quote him. But overall, dude's saying you could have put anything else up on YouTube and you would have been better off than putting up that shit. This dude is going to be 30 years old. Matter of fact, this motherfucker's going to try to get a job at some point, and he just neutered himself. Oh, you're Jalen who? And oh, you're the kid that put up the Dragon Ball Z video. Yeah. Have you had a psychiatric evaluation, sir? Oh, no? No? I'm sorry. Yeah. We're going to have to reschedule this meeting for another day. I mean, you can just imagine all the scenarios that are going to go along with this shit. Matter of fact, he's obviously somewhere between junior high school and, regular high school. And in that age group, 12 to 17. And probably on the 12 side. And now you got to try and get some behind. You're going to really have to try and get, girls. And, even if you're not trying to be with the girl, you're trying to have some relationships with some females. I mean, look, judging from that video, he's too busy probably, focusing on the girls in the video, or in the show than in real life. Because, I went to school with a ton of those anime heads that they like anime better than real life. And I agree there are some aspects of animation and, fantasy that are better than reality. But honestly, you can't do anything with anime punani. Oh, man, this shit is just too funny. Like, I had to watch this video 2 or 3 times to really get it. This dude really believed what he was saying. He was screaming, his eyes were rolling back in his head, and he kept on stopping so he could get breath, and like he was assuming the poses from the show. I mean, this kid was 100% brainwashed, thinking that this shit is real. Now, I know when Akira Toriyama and the other writers and designers were working on this, they weren't even serious. This shit was supposed to be funny. was supposed to be like kind of comedy, kind of, lighthearted in some respects. It was supposed to be all fantasy is what I'm trying to say. It wasn't supposed to be something that you could even remotely mistake for reality. But we have this kid to prove that, too many of you guys take this shit way too seriously. I mean, I thought the cosplayers were bad. But I mean, at least some of them take that shit off and wear their regular clothes when they're not going to a convention. This dude, I mean, wow, something in his brain said that it was possible. And then when you watch the video, it's kind of funny because nothing happens. He just looks tired. Like he had an aneurysm or some shit. And that's it. So I don't know. Props to him for actually trying to do something different, but you should have chose something else. Shit is hilarious. So anyway, I got the links. I got the links in the in the comments section or in the description section. God, man. Oh shit! Just check this shit out if you haven't already seen it. I'm kind of late on these things, but man, that shit just had me freaking rolling. I just can't believe that somebody's not training their kid to know the difference between fantasy and reality. And that if they did train them, somehow all that shit went in one ear and out the other. I mean, it's nice to see somebody having an imagination, but on the other hand, you really got to know where and when imagination is applicable, because I mean, this is like supposed to be real life. So, yeah. Anyway, peace outside, people.